It's a weird pick after Clockwork. It feels like, does this feel like a core shaman to you? Is it just me, or it feels like an MSS shaman, honestly? Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking, like, versus these heroes, right? You don't really want to play core bounty versus puck Clockwork, right? Pretty rough.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Feels like VP almost kind of reading Ford's draft here. And we saw that they had some weird bans, right, in the first 2 games with the lone druid as well. Like, we don't see that hero picked much. Yep, those are the 2 big counters we saw at the minor when that happened. And there's a lot of Pangos, right? And pretty much you were just seeing if a Pango got picked, it was just a puck immediately after. They go DK, so a UR classic gives you some frontliner as well. You do have 3 melee heroes now against Lifestealer, but
Radiant team ban.
you
10 seconds
Monkey King's
remaining.
pretty good here, right? Or Virtus Pro.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Gonna be the Shadow Fiend ban. What do you want? What's a Rezo here, right? Like, with Ford, this is gonna be a WAR DK. What's sticking out to you like Rezo? Bring us back to when you stood in at TI, you know?
10 seconds remaining.
Is there any last, like, pick hero, though you're scared?
5
Like, a
seconds
PLDK.
remaining.
Is there a hero that just owns it, or no?
Virtus Pro's turn to
Monkey King.
They do them. So they probably don't want their DK countered, and the Monkey's just a strong laner for the most part.
ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't think of that, right? Clock Puck, but then you just hear, like, if
5
you get trapped
seconds
one
remaining.
time, Puck's base damage is insane, actually. It sounds like yeah. I just think of it from, like, a team game, right? Like, I almost feel MSS would play ET or Shadow Shaman over Bounty, like, as a team thing. Let's see, and there it is, the
Now
OD.
select your heroes.
It is MS. It's still rough, though, right? Yeah. The only other thing I'm really seeing here is, though, this Puck versus 4 melee heroes. This feels like Ford's. They really want to, like, just deathball this DK and Monkey King ulti, or not sure. Yeah. So we'll be resolution on that safe lane DK. Are we? Is this gonna? Is it like a Radiance type game here, or are we gonna see some like Armlet? I think on DK.
It depends on how fast they want to take the game, honestly. Like I could see him going for like the drums Armlet. I could see him going for like a Shadowblade or a Blink, because that's kind of what the Eastern teams used to do, right? They would buy Blinks and Shadowblades really early, and they would use DK to pick. Then that would immediately result in a tower because of Dragon Form and stuff. And I think in a game like this, it's actually kind of nice. Because if you're playing 5-man Dota, the Clockwork feels a lot less effective. And I think the Clockwork has a very high chance of popping off this game because there's just 3 heroes on forward that he absolutely demolishes. So I think that if you are forward, I would prefer not to see Radiance DK. I would prefer to see the more like proactive build, like to go do stuff by Blink, by Shadowblade, Armlet, AB, stuff like that.
See, looks like Pasha's up top. MSS and him dancing around. This Clockwork, right? There were a couple of buffs given to him. You see on the Battery Assault. Battery Assault, cast point removed. That's pretty good, right? On a hero like this.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like one of those like weird small buffs that actually means quite a bit.
Well, it was like when Old Lesh didn't have cast point on Edict, right? And people were picking him like all the time. And then they put a cast point on it, like, oh god, this just feels so much worse. It's really, really small things, but when you rely on standing next to someone to deal damage, you really don't want a cast point on ability, especially as a melee hero.
I'm just watching this Rezo Roger interaction
look at
right now. He's actually
like, yeah,
mirroring
come on,
him.
bro.
He doesn't even see him, and he's just mirroring him. And it looks like, so Resolution, he wants to go top here, but look at Roger. There's not much room to do anything here. Just give him a bop once with the hammer. Love that cosmetic.
That's the dominance hit right there.
That has to be one of the best cos. It's just a hammer. Like, he's just this dude, and he's hitting you with a hammer. Look who's happy about this. Solo bottom. Only one in this lane. We'll see a TP from Universe, but get some solo EXP, and obviously this is the first time we've seen some lane swaps in this series.
Yeah, but Rezo's gonna miss, like, what, maybe 2 full waves at this point?
Look at this. SVG taking a lot of damage here from Roger. Will juke away, and yep, finally MSS moves here. Rezo walking from top to bottom. Oh, that, like, getting a good lane matchup's nice, but he's gonna be 0 experience at over a minute in, finally getting space.
Yeah, I guess he only ended up missing like 1 creep plus 1 wave, so it's not awful. It's basically the same as like being forced back to base, more or less.
And they get the range creep and deny the other range creep under the tower. So look at that Rezo, right back in it. Middle, it is going to be that OD versus Monkey King matchup we talked about. Monkey King will have a pretty decent time early with it, if not, I mean, throughout the entire laning phase, right? When does it really turn bad for Monkey King? When he leaves the lane, or?
It's not that it gets bad, it's just the OD hits like 5, and he starts banishing and pushing out the wave. Like, that's the point where it's like, it's not that Monkey King starts dying or anything. Yeah, it's just like a Shadow Fiend, right? Like, you just push the wave, and then the enemy hero has to kill the creeps under his tower, because Monkey King doesn't have the ability to clear the wave as quickly.
What are your thoughts on abilities like Mischief? I don't know if you have one, right? It's just a free ability, but it's a pretty big upside. Do you find it odd, or is it like the hero just needs it now?
I think he is very dependent on it, at least in terms of like disjointing damage. Before, when you could just go invulnerable, that was like ridiculous. I was like, okay, this is actually just silly. And then they changed
it's a free skill, right? Like, you just it is still weird though, right? You get a disjoint, no other hero gets it. You don't even have to spend a point.
Well, it's not a true disjoint anymore. It just stops damage, so you still get stunned. The thing that drove me nuts was like being able to dodge, like
do the whole stun.
Yeah. There was absolutely no downside. So I think now it's much more manageable.
Top lane, SVG fighting up against Ramsey, and look at this. He's actually gonna trap ball in. They're gonna be hitting each other. He's gonna try to break out. Will get pushed away by the cogs. No, moves nicely. Is he actually gonna get the body block? MSS.
That was
what a play. And even though these two don't lane together much anymore, I guess they were on an old team. They were on NP together as well as Dark Horse. That was on, I think, SVG's first team. So
that was a minute ago.
That it really was, and these two still playing together. Bottom lane, what's Rezo at? He's at 14-1, Puck at 11-0. And yeah, Yawar very low, 100 HP. Eats a mango, pops a health potion. I mean, Ford has to be... Oh, go on.
I was gonna say, even with the DD getting forced out, sorry, I didn't see how it actually happened. Like, because I was looking at mid and I'm like, okay, he has a DD rune. How does he trade?
He is doing a lot of damage now. Has the Orb of Venom as well. Might proc Jingu, puts him in. They go bottom as well. Isabel, a lot of damage on Universe. He's trying to right click. They actually get Pasha. Lightning comes out now. He's actually getting healed up. Can't purge it off. And Rezo, not only that, his CS beating this Puck 17-1, 15-0. Bottom lane going pretty well for these guys. They even have a Soul Ring now in the DK.
Yeah, the double ranged is like, it's one of those things where as a DK, you're not really going to care too much about getting auto attacked, but Shadow Shaman has a hard time getting in.
Top lane MSS. He's just staying with the creeps right now. He's eating a lot of right clicks, but not like the most battery assault. Trying to juke and no Windwalk skilled, pardon me, Shadow Walk, and he'll just die slowly there. And that's the clockwork, as you said, right? If he finds Rasta's gonna die like that. A lot of these heroes are just gonna die like that to this clockwork.
Yeah, ET, Shadow Shaman, Bounty all suffer the same fate. Like, Monkey King can at least like auto attack back, maybe get some Jingu stacks, and DK is just really tanky. But for the most part, this is like one of the better clockwork games you're gonna see.
Man, look at this middle. 5.5 first, almost level 5 on Yawar. He is having a pretty good time on this OD. Universe possibly looking to heal bottom. We'll see if he runs back to base or he's sticking around. He wants levels. Hey, look at that. All those creeps under tower. There's no way you're leaving this lane. Bounty runes will get scooped up. Looks like bottom, they get the kill there. SVG runs away, but Roger Ramsey's chasing him down. MSS steals one of the bounties. And now bottom, they get a hold. Puck doesn't have orb for 2 cents. Actually gets Hex, gets the orb off, gets the stick, and we'll just make it out there. And down comes Solo. He's actually looking for Universe. Will he get the nuke before the purge? Won't. Just throw some right clicks here.
Be a little bit careful. Gotta respect the Shadow Shaman right clicks, man. 88 damage. 0-4.
Only have 3 armor with a stick, no boots. You will get run down. Asha has a raindrop, but all his raindrop charges going away too. This Soul Ring DK so annoying. Top lane. Middle lane, actually. Yeah. They're both going in, but Yawar probably a bigger kill. There's going to be some more. He gets trapped and he's just dead. This clockwork, the banish, no one's like, nah, I'm good. You got to wait, make sure he doesn't stick to survive, and they get a kill top lane now. It's just, Ramsey's going against MSS and SVG. And Bounty, this hero's just annoying to play against in lane, right, with that Max Janata. Is there any way to counter it, like just not losing your gold, or are you just doomed?
You're going to get hit, like, it's just life. Like, when he goes in, you try to deal as much damage to him as you can, so he feels like a little bit scared to keep jousting like that. Because he's got phase boost, right? So if you open wounds, hit him a few times, you try to stop him. Ultimately, you're gonna lose some money.
Ooh, middle lane, here comes the Hex. Yawar gonna be smacking, but here comes Roger, the big boy. He cancels the stun, then goes back to Yawar. Yawar's just trapped, he's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna go down here. Solo gets the kill. Universe gets put under, no battery assault left though. This is a tough kill. Stomp actually flies, hits nobody. They will back it up, but VP, a big rotation. This clockwork, man, it just feels like the pick right now.
I told you, man, you gotta watch out for this guy, because he could pop off this game. It's just, there's so many freebies that he has, especially if you have a +1. Like if you're walking mid, for example, you get stomped, but I don't really know.
Level 1, actually, yeah, he just pops battery, walks out.
But it's one of those heroes that a lot of the time, if you have as good of a lane as he had, like he hit 3 really quick. That's the big thing for Clockwork, because your battery assault damage goes from 20 to 45 a hit, so it more than doubles. If you can get that timing and you have as many freebies in this game as 100 does.
Oh, middle. Yawar, so much damage again. Ooh, you see no one. He was trying to min-max that stand at the very end. He's still just running in. He throws the ult. Raindrop tanks up 120. Now they get a hold, and oh my god, but Yawar gets handled by Solo. They do finally get in. They both end up going down there. Interesting trade. Not really sure who comes out ahead, but I'm sure they're happy no one died.
Yeah, the value of the OD is definitely higher than the...
Ooh, top.
Yeah.
MSS, battery, salt pie. He's just dead. Doesn't even have to use the... Oh, just feels bad. MSS will get right click down, and Roger popping off Ramsey's, as you said. Will do his thing, going for Midas next. Only has About 500 left till he gets it. And a Veil getting picked up by Oracle. Apparently VP just think that item is really good.
I think they're doing it because they also have OD. Like, yeah, the multiplier from the sanities when you have the big int and then you get the magic damage amplification as well.
Oh, and Pasha dodges the stun there from Rezo. The Dragon Tail, and they won't get him. That was a very clutch. That one might have just been a tower if he dies there. Solo does TP in front of him. SVG, he's coming. Move speed and damage, but he'll just back out. Rezo will continue to harass this tower with the poison. Pasha tries to push it out. Universe wishes he had this 6 right now, but can't commit the wards, unfortunately. Have him.
I mean, they're getting chip damage on the tower. It's not the best push, but it's something. Right now, the laning phase, even though it's only a 1k lead, you can definitely tell that VP are dictating the tempo. They're making the moves. Roger has been everywhere during this early game, and I think they're probably going to give him the tome as well. So come, 10 minutes.
Smart. And I'm just looking at this mid lane though. You are level 6, this OD almost 9. It feels like this went real bad for the middle.
Yeah, well, it wasn't so bad for like the first couple of minutes, but then he got ganked twice. And even when they tried to gank EOD, right, it got turned by Roger. Like, Roger for me is the MVP of this game, just by far. Like, his movement.
Oh yeah.
He's been in the right place at the right time every time.
Talk about it. Now he has level 3 battery, sold 70 damage a second. Pretty damn good. He's going to be TPing bottom. He's going to look for a kill, but look at that. I think MSS might have scouted him TPing. Rezo wants to get this rune. Who's getting to pick it up? It is Rezo who gets it. Gets the stun off. Stomp hits 3, and they secure the bounties top. Meanwhile, Ramses versus MSS steals it. That's 4 bounties and an arcane rune. Not too shabby. Getting all 5 runes there.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was going to turn really bad for forward as soon as Roger TP'd, because I saw the DK standing on the rune spot, and I was like, man, if they cog, this could just be a dead DK, and that would be a total disaster. But yeah, they get all 4. They get away without losing anyone. That's big. Good turn.
There it is. So level 6 is flying out in the courier to Roger here. Universe, he's got his level. He's level 7 right now, actually. Pretty farm. Has Mass Serpent. You want to use these Mass Serpent wards, right? You got an arcane rune right here, baby. But it doesn't look like
that is, yeah, it's the best case scenario to be able to just drop them, because you get that 30% CDR. But sometimes you just can't find the opening. I mean, it's kind of pointless. You don't just want to feed them. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to just drop them on the mid tower, because they would just die instantly.
The Ramses versus MSS still going at the level 3 Janine. Here we go. Universe actually comes. He drops the snake, but the rage comes out. And that level 1 hex. Not the best. We already see a hook shot in the back now. He's going to hold him under. The wards are going to do a decent amount, but he blocked himself in still. He will get pushed out. This should be a kill on Universe, but the ward's doing so much damage. Universe actually gets the kill. He finally dies, but now Solo. He is tracked up. Nope, brings it up. Now he's tracked again. And he's just going to be stunned. He is going to go down. Yowar's even like, yo, we got tracked, baby. Let's stack some gold, and they will. Yo, there's going to be an armlet, actually. Who is that being built? I swear I saw it. DK, okay.
DK, yeah. That was a really nice play from Universe. Didn't panic, fought on top of his wards. The heal from the secondary effect of the Purifying Flames actually just kept him alive. Like, that was the sad part there for Roger. He's like, hey, look, this is the freebie. But the unfortunate part is he already got wards down. So if he gets wards down and you're hooking into the wards, it's a little bit different than if you're just catching him out.
You see Rezo trying to push top tower with that DK form. We'll get some of that poison damage on the tower. Feels like they really want to pressure early. Now, oh, here comes the puck. Can't get close to him. Obviously, that instant hex feels pretty nice. Does actually have to stomp. Gonna be a jump down. They try to slow. He jumps away. Just baiting him in. As you see middle getting pushed in by Roger and bottom. Ramses, he's doing Ramses things you said. Looking at the net worth chart, is below the DK, but these two are right there.
Well, the other thing is that the DK is going to be investing in like the early mid game, so he is going to go for the armlet build, like we mentioned it a couple of times. But Ramses is going for the accelerant item. He's going for the radiance anyway.
Losing a lot of gold to MSS. Top lane, they are going to go. Silence there. We'll put him under. Will they be able to just get this kill? Pasha, who will avoid. And there's the hammer dropped again. No one. And he is putting some damage. 2 more orbs should do it. Needs 1 more here. Actually, doesn't even get it up. MSS dies bottom, and They will kill him. It looks like they want to get the kill for no one, but Solo might just steal it with the Purifying Flames here.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, he wants
Now
it.
they just want to get it. Yeah, please, we need it. He throws out the Purge. We'll just hold him in place. Orb goes, Pasha gets the kill, and bottom tower does. All of a sudden, that was a 3 for 0 and a tier 1 tower. That kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, but that's the strength of VP's team. They're actually much better in like these small skirmishes because you have Lifestealer and Clockwork who are like really happy taking small fights. Rage becomes a much more powerful tool because, you know, if you can't CC the guy, you're just getting beat on by Lifestealer with the phase boost and a Midas. And Clockwork is like the king of small scale fights because of battery.
We see he has used his hook. I'll get some of the earlier kills. Level 4 battery salt, so he's doing some damage. Middle, there's a lot of heroes chilling here. Solo and MSS does purge the double damage up, but means he can't take the track up. But look at this slow, but oh, what it did to him. But now Yawar, he says, nah, you're gonna die. Doesn't even purge the track off, so Yawar will get some gold there. Almost a nice house play by Solo, but almost won't quite cut it.
Yeah, it's not the best Oracle game. Like we talked about the Bounty Hunter and stuff. It's not a pleasant matchup.
On the back lines, go for the Stomp Pasha. More than likely he's going to be able to avoid those Elder Titan stuns every time. Go and blink first, but Rezo, he will get that tier 1. He does have the armlet, so he's not as tanky as that game 1 Timbersaw, but he's pretty tough to bring down in engagements, right?
It depends on the OD. If the OD has sanities, it doesn't matter how much health you get against an OD, right? Like you just need a BKB or you need to kill the OD.
Oh, and there's going to be the hook shot. Comes on the back lines. Will end up hitting an SVG. He just dies. Doesn't get the bounty rune either this time, but they will TP in. Universe, he might get it in time. Battery still going. They get the Hex, and uh-oh. Comes out. Now the snakes go down. It's a 2v2 fight. Pasha, he's like, wait a minute. This ain't good. And he doesn't even get the ward. Misses uphill. Now on the back. Bar will jump down, but he'll be fine. He's going to bring his Midas out on the courier right now, so we'll have a Monkey King who can scale a little bit. Ramses, you know, Will. Almost a full relic now on him. He feels like the ticking time bomb on this team.
Yeah, and you're going to see his net worth eclipse the DK because he's spending more of his game just like idly hitting creeps, and Rezo is trying to be more active for his team, you know, popping the DK for him, pushing the ones.
And that's how he has to play, right? Like, if Ford can't just sit back this game.
Yeah, you don't want to go late. Lifestealer and OD it's like a terrifying combo.
Solo, you're looking pretty bad right now. Yeah, he'll just die. One more hit, it looks like sure will. Yawar gets it. Midas off cooldown. Gonna get a decent chunk of gold here, and he will. Only 116. Roger roaming around. Feels like he's been, I don't want to say neutered, but we haven't seen as much out of him since those like first 10 minutes. Feels like he's just been kind of farming off on his own too. I don't know if there's been opportunities. SVG and Viz, he'll scout out some heroes.
He's still high level on the clock, so like if he finds his target, he can definitely still get a kill.
Alright, SVG kind of went for it, hoping Ramsey's looking elsewhere. He's just getting right-clicked down, my goodness. And that felt like a little bit of a low probability play there.
Well, I don't think he had vision of the Clockwork.
Yeah, that either, but still, going for a stomp on a Nags, like, you know he's gonna get rage off, right?
I mean, you know, if he gets the stomp, I suppose he could have waited for Universe to get a little bit closer for the Hex. That probably would have been like the ultimate safety, but the other thing too is like, was his invis actually that close to wearing off? Because it might have.
Oh, well, here we go on the backside. MSS actually, he's just getting right-clicked, and oh my goodness, the damage. Solo will get it. Here comes a stomp, will hit on one. Solo still has the ulti, will pop it up now, but stun flies after, and this looks to be a good fight for Ford. They will maybe kill Roger. Any studs? Will he make it to base in time? Solo dies. And he will. He survives. He had the flask on him. Solo, still walking around. If you didn't know with Oracle ulti, you throw a flask on someone, it will stay on the whole time. It's very healing. It's a good Oracle thing in middle. Yeah, you're not getting this kill. If he gets his ulti up, way too much armor for this Lifestealer. And look at this. It feels like forward. They're keeping it at this like 500 to 1,000 gold right now.
Yeah, but we haven't seen a fight where like the OD hasn't been there, right? He's level 14.
Okay, yeah, that's...
So, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm seeing these small kills, and it's like, yeah, it's good for forward. Like, they're getting kills. They're trying to control the map. That's great. But the thing is, Rams is really close to Radiance.
Oh, wait up.
Okay.
Blink. They go in. They're going to actually hold him. Pasha will get put under. He will dodge some of this stuff. This is going to be a tough kill. Ulti flies up from Elder Titan. No one just goes down immediately. Pasha as well. And
okay,
well,
that's big. That's a good one.
Yeah, no one comes to the fight. He did not expect 5 heroes.
Yeah, that initiation from Pasha was a little bit strange. Clockwork wasn't there. Roger's bot right now doing his thing. So no hook counter initiation for the DK or anything like that. It was just the OD being simply out of position trying to save his puck and then just sacrifice his own life, more or less. So that kill resulting in a tower and also the OD, that's the kind of stuff that forward wants. It's okay to be taking like small fights here and there, but for the most part, every time you take an engagement, you want to be looking at the next objective as their team because you want to be pushing the pace. You got a bounty hunter, you got these serpent wards, you want to use them.
Is Roger taking too much farm? I hate to say it, but he's level 10, higher level than the puck as well. He's pretty much been the guy in this bottom lane. Don't you kind of want it the other way around?
I think it was maybe just like you said, they were just caught off guard by how many heroes that they brought to the mid lane. But I guess they do have a ward, so no, they definitely knew they were all there.
And Solo, well, and these little pickoffs, as you talked about, but he does get he gets the purge that time, so track will go off, but still 3 heroes just getting these little kills, and all of a sudden Ford's up 1,000 gold now. We are gonna see it. Rezo just stunning a creep, doesn't want to get held in place. He's level 13, he's going for a Heaven's Halberd, pretty standard. Good damage, good against the OD especially.
Yeah, it's the item that you buy when you don't want to buy BKB against the OD, but you need to be able to live. If no one gets to tee off into someone, it's real bad.
For the whole team, not just that guy, yeah. He's intelligence and, this 20-minute rune. Forward again, here we go, stop, won't hit on anyone. It's getting outshot, he jumps out at Ramses, he has the Radiance first fight. Universe dead, SVG dead. There will be an ulti up on no one from the Oracle. They're going for Yawar, can they bring him down? MSS gets tracked, they're doing a ton of damage. Yawar, though, getting melted down. And the bad fight finally comes at the bounty. Only Oracle dies, the rest of them on forward. They get melted down with this, the first real lifestealer bomb we've seen.
That hook from Roger, dude. It hit both supports. They had the ET and the Shadow Shaman inside with the Infest. That fight is just over. As soon as that hook lands, there is no recovering from that. You can't lose 2 heroes. Basically, like, not really a big commitment. Like, hook shot's a 70-second cooldown level 1, so it's not huge, but that's the strength of the Clockwork in this game, is that the 4 staffs need to be out. Like, Universe went for the lens first. I like lens on Shadow Shaman just in general, but I'm thinking maybe this game 4 staff would have been like the ideal item because no one else on your team is really going to be able to get it. Like, you're playing the 4, SVG is the 5, which means he's not going to get it. Your safe line player ain't buying it, and your mid player ain't buying it. So you are the guy who builds the 4 staff.
They're gonna look top. They want to get a kill. Feels like they just want to do a lot of stuff right now while they maybe can kill this lifestealer and OD. But you see the rotation and. He's running on over as well. I think Ford just wants to get out of here. There's going to be a Quill. They're going to find MSS. He will get a Hex up. Pasha will be brought down. A lot of damage being done, but he dodges the Shuriken. Ulti. Not going to fly by anyone. Roger actually hooks Ford. He's going to look for an MSS. Can he break out of this prison? No, he'll just go down. And the numbers game, 5 heroes there from VP. Only 3 from forward.
And that's just one of the other benefits of Clockwork and Puck is like you can jump. If you want to go, you're going. Like there's a blink, the hook shot is now level 2, so the range is up to 2500. You gotta be willing to commit if you're forward and you're showing heroes on the map. If you are just doing this kind of like standoff between teams and BP decide they're winning that fight, it's already too late. Because you're gonna get jumped. You have to hope that he misses like a hook shot or the coil's not good or something like that. Not respecting the ability of BP to get in.
Level 15 picked up by the DK, 30 damage. Has the halberd, and it still feels scary though. There's no one. He has a BKB on this OD and about 500 gold. If he doesn't get halberded before he starts teeing off on someone, this Ford just have to get out. You can't fight into this BKB, right?
I think it depends on how the fight starts. So we talked about the lens on the Shadow Shaman and stuff. If you get a Hex on him, and see, it's hard, right? Because it's also an Oracle. So you got to deal with the Oracle and the OD at like the same time, ideally. But that's tough. So the Monkey needs to like jump the Oracle, force some ulti, or the DK needs to jump the Oracle, and then the Shadow Shaman needs to get a Hex on like the OD or something. that's like the best way for them to take a fight. But it's still hard, because then you have counter initiation from fucking clock. You know, Dota's a complicated game. Basically what I'm saying is, it ain't easy for forward.
And you see MSS farming top level 11 bounty. Doesn't feel like they've gotten all they've wanted to out of this hero. They've gotten some good pickoffs, but as you said, no one Ramsey's just farming elsewhere on the map while his team does stuff. Who do we got? We got Pasha just sitting behind the lifestealer here. Puck pretty much playing the 4 role, it feels like. They're going to look for some sort of bomb. Middle lane, they're chilling. No one almost level 18. BKB flying out on the courier.
Yeah, VP don't have any wards right now, so they were maybe assuming that there could have been more heroes kind of sitting in the mid lane. Yeah, they're scanning Rush. This just shows, ooh, reveals it immediately. Nice move for MSS.
They don't have any detection though. They're trying. They place a sentry down, but MSS, he's long gone. Oh, did they actually see him? Oh, Dust gets popped. It doesn't hit though. Roger knew something was up. Middle lane. Pasha, will he get overly aggressive with Lifestealer inside of him? Doesn't look like he wants.
I mean, at the very least, if they have BKB on the OD, they can just push the tier 1.
Looks like OD, he wants his level 18 though, and there it is. Gets that increased damage from that ultimate, and he is going to do a lot of damage. Be on bottom, boots and travel, they're going to find him. They get the bomb up, can they bring Yawar down? They have the Radiance, trying to stop out. Earth Splitter is going, this is going to be a tough fight. See you later, Pasha. They were ready for it. Now they're going to find Ramses as well. Jump down, and Ramses, you have been found out. Nice double kill there, and a response from SVG and the rest of forward. Uh-oh, they might find more. Roger, he gets stunned by Rezo. Rezo does a decent chunk of damage too. There's the Hex, they're going to hold him. This is going to be a 3 for 0. And now Universe, he finds more. It's Rezo.
Okay. It's
the chain feed, and oh my lord. All of a sudden, DK just got level 18. He just got 4 kill involvement. He is feeling good. Wow, what just happened, Draskell? What?
They didn't have vision. That's it. Like, they went bottom. They didn't have any wards. They don't see either shrine right now. The ward that they played is behind, like, the tier 1. It was actually, like, before I think they went in. So they saw, like, a very little amount of forward side of the map. And they went, you know what, we got Puck, we got Radiance Lifesteal. Let's just go in and get the quick kill. We'll kill the monkey, get out, it'll be fine. But the reality is, all you really want to do is VP's team is 5-man. Your 5-man's insane. Like, now you're fighting into a Monkey King with the BKB, a 10-second BKB no less, and the fight looks a lot more difficult. Like, that timing for VP was so strong. You know, your OD has 10-second BKB. You just go in together, and I don't actually think they could have lost a 5-man fight with the specific item progression they had at that stage in the game. But now with, like, Monkey having the BKB, and like you mentioned, Dragon Knight hitting level 18, he's almost got his BKB now too. Like, the dynamic of the game changes so drastically when fights like that happen, because you lose almost everyone. The only person who lived through that was the OD, and you don't get the tower. Like, there was no silver lining there. They didn't get any objective, they just lost a bunch of heroes, and now, like, forward are looking at BKBs, and they're feeling...
Is there a chance we could just see forward start 5-manning with that BKB on Dragon Knight and just taking towers?
Absolutely. Like, this OD, like, he's been farming for a while, and his net worth is still pretty good, but he's going for a Linken's. He's so scared of, like, the Blink Stun and the Shadow Shaman Hex that he's not getting his own Hex. And that's how you deal with, like, these BKBs, is someone on your team has a Hex. You're not going to be able to stun lock someone long enough to kill them if you don't have your own Hex. So by going Linken's, he's keeping himself safe, but it's like, how are you getting kills?
Yeah, you said it. This has just been no one just farming the jungle, farming waves. We haven't seen him with this team quite yet. 3, 2, and 4. Still positive, but Universe, he's got a 4-staff Aether Lens. Now, what any crazy items coming out? Pretty standard across the...
Yeah, the Bounty Hunter has his own BKB now, too. So we're looking at 3 10-second BKBs for forward. All 3 of their cores, positions 1, 2, and 3, all going to have Magic Immunity. Now, the Clockwork feels bad. The Puck feels real bad. So now you have these heroes that just are eliminated from the fight.
Even the Lifestealer, right, feels a little bit odd because you just can't get on top of any of those 3 heroes, right?
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Uh-oh, no one... He's going to pop his BKB. It might be SVG dying first, but forward, they're going to lose it all in the hook shot. Who knows though, because Rezzo's right behind.
I was gonna say that's probably good that missed.
Yeah.
Like I don't think Roger wants to hook in a triple BKB.
And this is gonna be Rezzo's ulti on cooldown though. Why did he use it? Were they pushing? He's just using it to farm, I guess.
He might have used it against some agents. I didn't actually see.
He will almost be level 20. What do you take? Do you take the gold per minute in this game if you're forward on that DK, or do you just want that strength?
The strength is really nice. It's hard to skip the strength. I think it depends on how long they think the game's gonna go. Because realistically, like it's already 30 minutes in, right? And 150 GPM talent. Say the game goes like 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. Yeah, it's like half of an item. The game goes to 45 minutes. It's not the best. It's not the worst. But 25 strength is 25 damage and 500 freaking health. That's a lot of health.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a full Reaver, right? That's a 3,000 gold item not taking up a spot.
Yep.
Oh, ward's down. Roshan, tough to take for either team unless a full fight gets taken. I mean, Lifestealer not the best versus Roche. DK as well unless he pops his ulti. And that DK ulti feels like you can't just be throwing it out anymore.
Yeah, it's really important against the Lifestealer as well. Because you can still kite him. You get the slow hit off or whatever during his rage and he gets tracked. The Lifestealer game becomes very, very hard. I think VP had such a strong timing this. They just, like they took the inopportune fights. You know, they fought without vision, bottom, they get picked off, and then all of a sudden the game just completely gets flipped on its head.
Ooh, and a smoke actually. Oh, but look at that. Puck sees it. He just blinks out immediately and wasted smoke there, it looks like, from forward. Just gonna farm that level 20 on DK now, it looks like. What do we got on Ramses? He is level 20 himself, takes the 20% evasion, feels good. Almost as an assault here. They are still farming well, right? Actually, VP takes the lead in gold right now.
Yeah, they're farming well, but I don't know if, like...
Their 5-man will be enough at some point, or?
Yeah, I don't think it's tricky because your OD is kind of the issue. Because he has to go this Lincoln's, right? Like that's the part that makes me feel so bad about their ability to fight, is like you're just not gonna have a Hex. That against 3 10-second BKBs, that sucks. Like you really, really want to Hex this game. He's gonna need like that Lincoln's and an item on top of that in order to feel like confident in walking into these engagements. Otherwise you gotta kite. How are you gonna kite a team with a bounty hunter?
Oh, well, track gets purged up, another track goes. You see War just hopping around. Looks like they're just going to take this top tier 2 pretty easily.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Normally, like these teams have enough disable to like compensate for BKBs. But like VP have like hook stun and coil, and that's it.
Dire will get middle tower just from the creeps. It looks to be some sort of engagement on the back. Lifestealer will get hexed by Universe, and 4 trying to get out. Uh-oh, they will find you. Hook shot is going to hit. It actually hit. Okay. Yeah, it does. It will go on the Universe, but stun's going to come. Resolution, they're just going to pump out damage on Roger, and he's trying. There's a lot of gold going their way. They get it. And look at this. Dragon Form has been used. They definitely want to get something. They actually get a stun up on no one. Lincoln's there, and all BKBs popped on both sides. And look at that. I'm sure MSS is fine with that. Sure, I'll trade BKBs with you.
I mean, the thing is, the Monkey King didn't even have his BKB, but they were down a hero.
Yeah.
Because he BKB'd, I don't know if you saw it on camera, but he got coiled, and then he...
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the problem. Like, VP, like, Roger goes in, and they're like, well, everyone BKB'd, and we can't do stuff. So, it's tough. Pasha's going for the Ags, which I think is pretty much the only item he can buy this game. I mean, I guess he could have gotten his own Hex, but, Aghanims is a bit more reliable. The one thing I would say about it is that Monkey King kind of wants to fight in his like little circle or whatever, and DK is kind of the same. So Aghanims is better against supports in my opinion in this game than is the actual DK buyers, because you want to be able to force them to run, right?
Yeah.
But if the DK and the Monkey King are both BKB'd and there's a Wukong's command down, they ain't running.
And he almost has an Eye of Scotty, by the way, up on this Monkey King, so that circle is going to be pretty scary. Ooh, Ramses as well as Pasha. And there's going to be a stun. Can they actually kill the puck immediately? He will get ulted up by Solo. They're going to try to heal him. to look for it. Will get health potion too. It will be Universe dying. They're going to look for Ramses. Will get stunned up. 929 crit, not the most damage. Has the assault cures. There's going to be a hook shot on the backside. Finds SVG. Ulti flies from Gnome. Will it be enough? MSS goes down. They're trying to turn it. Ramses getting right-clicked. Will hop in a teammate. Roger kills SVG. And now Rezo, BKB wearing off. Will get Spear Vessel, not healing on the backside. Universe, he did buy back to this. He might just die. Oh my goodness. Forward crumbling under the pressure of this OD and Lifestealer. So farmed.
Yeah, I think MSS BKB was still on cooldown. Yeah, it was for a little while. They did such a good job of just kiting out the BKBs. That's the best way for them to take these engagements. You throw these spells, make them commit their BKBs, and just play the running game. As soon as BKBs were off, no one comes in, he gets the sanities off, it gets full damage on all three heroes. Very, very well executed fight there from Team. And that's why they're considered one of the best teams, because it's really hard for them to fight right now, but they're finding opportunities based on the fact that they understand how they have to approach the engagement. Force the BKBs, make them like chase you, and then turn once the BKBs are down.
And look at this. Is this just going to be a melee Rax going down here? Ramsey's so farmed. Status resistance, damage, armor, he has it all. Is he? He is pretty damn farmed right now. It feels like 2,000 above everyone else.
He's definitely having a good time.
What do you want to see on him? Do you just want to see a Satanic, or do you want to see a damage item on him?
I think you could probably end up going a damage item. I wouldn't mind like an Abyssal either.
Probably would.
I always like Abyssal on Lifestealer because it's one of those things where if your whole mainstay is like we want to try to bait out BKBs and stuff, Abyssal is great for that because you're really tanky. You have AC already, you're fast, you got status resistance from SLI, and just having the Abyssal just means that you can pop it on someone and just bail if you need to. And sometimes you want to, because you don't necessarily always want to hit a DK or a monkey. It really depends on the fight's going for you. So we'll see. He's got 3k.
And I know we've talked about, but forward, you talked, they had a lot of good stuff today. Do you think they still have the better 5-man, or are they...
That fight was just really chaotic. I think there was not enough follow-up on one hero. So like forward, they want to go in, they want to DK stun somebody, they want to get their chain of CC, and they want to kill that hero. That's essentially how they want to function. And with the 3 cores all having BKBs up at the same time, that should be pretty feasible. But it just didn't really happen that way in mid. Like the fight, like I said, it was very, very hectic. They got sanities by the OD, they lost their mana, and like by the time everything, like the dust settled, their BKBs were down. And then that's when VP's team becomes potent again.
Ooh, it's middle lane. Sorry to interrupt, there might be something crazy going on. There is 10 heroes here. BKB's getting pumped. He already got halberded. He can't just attack. Rezo did pump BKB on the backside. They actually find the puck. He'll get put under Ramses. His used range. VP might just want to get out of here. They might find the puck. He is getting healed up. Solo still has an ulti, and they won't find him. Ramses waiting for that rage, but no BKB OD. Probably means they want to avoid this fight.
Yeah, they're just going to walk straight into Roche. I like this move from forward because they force the OD's BKB, and Rezo just holds on to his. Like, he doesn't even pop it. So now it's like, you guys got to come at us when we all had BKBs.
Oh, does purge off that double damage. There's going to be a hook shot on the backside. Will be an instant hex onto Ramses. Can't do anything. Solo's dead. Buys back. BKB's popped by all of Radiant except for MSS. Holds on his. There's going to be a quote. Only hits on the Universe, so he breaks it. Rocket hits. Spear Vessel on you are. Nothing too crazy happening. Solo does have to commit a buyback. That's about it.
Yeah, but they get to clean disengage again. That's what they want. They still have Sanity's Eclipse. You know, they still have Oracle ulti.
Yeah. And it's scary, right? Because now OD has the only BKB up besides MSS, and you can't do anything to him.
It's really a game of BKBs. Like, that's what it boils down to.
We see tracks coming out, but Ramsey's going to try to bring down this Roche with Assault Cures, makes it pretty easy. Stun, Swar going to fly. He will have to save Roger, but just getting right-click, will run away. Rezo does get pushed away. They get the kill on the left side. Solo already diving. There's the ulti from no one, hits everyone, but MSS, they're going to melt Yawar. And now, MSS, you may be BKB, but you're in trouble. Do they have detection? Doesn't look like it. They do. They hold him under. Hookshot goes, hits Elder Titan. Ramsey's going to run him down. Open wounds, melt him on down. SVG's dead. MSS is dead, and the hopes of forward slowly dying as well in this upper bracket of Group C.
It's so weird watching this game because I feel like both teams had such potent timings. And
is it just over?
I mean, they don't have buybacks at anyone. It's like 60 seconds. They're going to take a lot of damage in the base. Yeah, I think they might have enough time.
Of course, your Odie not. Yeah, go on.
He bought a Deso.
Yeah, wow.
They're trying to end the game right now.
I like it.
That's good. I mean, his towers are gonna have like what, 9 armor? Yeah, 9
Yeah, it's just
armor.
over. Wow. All right, final thoughts here, Dreskel, on this series. If we can start wrapping up a little bit early here. I thought you were sounding pretty forward favored, like
dude,
10,
I thought they had it. Like they had these 3 10-second BKBs. They had the initiation. Like their Shadow Shaman had lens. They had Blink Dagger on the PK.